Hey y'all, it's Key, and in this video I'm going to show you how I recently flat ironed my hair with no heat damage. And I started out, I guess I'm about an hour in this clip because my hair has already been shampooed. I did a rinse out conditioning and then I followed up with a deep conditioning. I really like to give my hair all the pampering I possibly can on flat iron day, and I love Monoi for a lot of reasons. I've talked about Monoi in a couple of other videos, so I will link those below, as well as my typical wash day process. But now it's time to put in those leave-in conditioners. Now I'm just applying the leave-in, actually two leave-ins, the Kinky Curly Knot Today and the Monoi leave-in conditioner. By the way, everything I've used so far this morning, with the exception of this Kinky Curly Knot Today, has been a Monoi product by Carol's Daughter. I am just a Monoi girl, what can I say? But I love the thickness of this leave-in conditioner by Kinky Curly that the spray from the Monoi line just doesn't give me. I love the scent of this. I mean, Monoi is incredible as far as the smell is concerned, but I think as a leave-in conditioner, it needs some help. So if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know I have two little people in my house and it's almost their breakfast time. So I am going to just stretch my hair in twists and let it air dry until it's time for their nap time, which is in about 3 hours. And so I will be back then for the blow drying process. Now, I don't know if you've seen any of my prior flat ironing videos, but this is the first time that I've ever done a double heat process where I'm doing blow drying and then flat ironing. And I have to be honest with y'all, I was really nervous about that thing because I've had heat damage in the past from too much heat. Just, you know, I don't know if the temperature was too high on the flat iron or if I did too many passes. But y'all, when you have to cut off a 4 or 5 inch section of your hair because of heat damage, it is terrifying. And I know some people can do a really strong blow dry and then a really high heat flat iron, but not me, honey. I have fine hair. I don't know if that's what it is, but I just can't risk it happening again. So that's why I'm letting it air dry for so long before actually putting the blow dryer on it. So I just wanted to explain in case you were wondering. Okay, so it's 9 a.m. and I'll be back around 12:30 for the blow dry. See you then. Okay guys, so I'm back. It is almost 12:30. The twins are in bed and we have been out and about. They've been riding their cars and playing with sidewalk chalk. My hair is still damp. Yeah, it's definitely still damp, but it is not super wet or even close. The roots feel quite dry. Let me just really quickly introduce you to my two tools that I'm going to be using for today's blow dry. Number one is my Revlon cheapy blow dryer that I found at Walmart. It came with a diffuser attachment, and I'm going to be using that diffuser attachment kind of like a comb as I blow dry my hair. And I'm also trying a new heat protectant. This one is by Tresemme. It's called Thermal Creations. And I saw a few YouTubers talking about it and thought I would just check it out and see how it worked. So for the first 30 seconds or so, I just use the diffuser just like a plain old diffuser. I don't concentrate on any one area of the hair. I'm trying to move it from place to place. And then after about 30 seconds, maybe it's a full minute, then I switch to using it like a comb. And honestly, in less than 2 minutes, each one of those little sections was completely dry. So yeah, it was really simple, and I followed the same process throughout my head. thing I was noticing as I was trying to comb through my hair and just feeling it was it didn't feel like it normally feels. It just felt rougher, like, you know, it needed some kind of sealant or moisturizer added to it, and I had not added any oil up until this point. So I decided to go back in and add some coconut oil to that section as well as to the other two sections, and it made a world of a difference. I am all done with the blow dry, and now it is time to do mommy time all over again. So in order to keep my hair stretched, I'm just gonna bobby pin it down. If you have seen any of my previous flat ironing videos, then you already know about my tools that I use to straighten my hair. One is this styling iron by iFusion that I got from Sally some years ago, as well as the ion that comes with it. It comes with a refill that sits inside that little chamber, and it is a heat protectant. I usually set my flat iron at 375 or a little lower. But yeah, I'm all about heat protectant. I'm serious. Once you have experienced heat damage, you do not play around. So not only do I use the Argan Infusion, but I also am gonna go back in with that Thermal Creations by Tresemme. I mean, I'm serious about this thing, y'all. I mean, yeah. All right, so here we go. About 45 minutes in, I've done the back, and I'm working on the last third of my head. And I've finally sort of gotten into a sweet spot. So let me show you what I'm doing. Keeping the sections really small still. And instead of just like holding that brush and chasing the brush, I'm actually pressing the hair into the brush now because I found it was sort of floating above the brush. So now I am making sure that the hair stays in the brush all the way down by holding it with one hand and doing the chase with the other hand. And and the brush is keeping all the strands nice and separated and detangled. It's much better than that chase comb that I've used in previous episodes. I just have to make sure I keep my hand far enough in front of the iron that it doesn't get burned. I'm adding just a little bend of the wrist on the way down so that I get a little. Alright guys, so I'm almost done and realizing your girl has got to do a henna treatment again soon. Look at this thing right here. I don't know if you guys can catch this one white hair that is just standing straight up. Gray hair is so stinking disrespectful. Why can't you just blend in with everybody else? I mean, seriously, love the way the curls are turning out on the side. This is going great. Okay. And I feel like my ends look so much fuller now than they did 6 months ago. That trimming away, you know, I didn't get as much length added as I did, you know, as I wanted to. But if you saw a few videos ago, you know that I've been intentionally trimming my ends. I had to lose, you know, 3 or 4 inches of damaged hair. I'll link that video below, but still, you know, it's really growing, guys. It feels very healthy, very soft. Oh gosh, good stuff. All right, so I'm done, and thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Woo.